I can answer your questions without internet.
Hello. Have you ever wondered how you can run your very own large language model AI, much like ChatGPT and Gemini, on your own personal computer without having to worry about paying for credits, and it can be private on your own machine? Well, continue to watch to learn how you can do that, and subscribe to this channel, like this video, and without further ado, let's get started. This is Jay Techie. So, Google has recently come out with Gemma 4, and it has been designed specifically for running on your own hardware, and it's open source. And I'm going to show you how you can use it today, and I'm going to also download it to my personal machine to demonstrate how that works. So as you can see, I'm on the Gemma website here, and so the latest was Gemma 4, and it is introducing a new technology to make it a bit smarter than past models. It says frontier intelligence on personal computers, a new level of intelligence for mobile and Internet of Things devices, so it can actually also run on the phone as well. But for this demonstration, I'm going to actually download it to my computer, my laptop. So to begin, I'm going to go ahead and show you guys how to use it from the website first, and then I'll show you my how to download it to my personal computer. So first of all, I'm at the Gemma website, which is deepmind.google models/Gemma, and then I'm going to hit the button that says try in Google AI Studio, and then it's going to take me there, and then I'm going to select the model selector, which is here. Well, I'm going to go ahead and hit this first one where it has the selections here, and once I do that, I'm going to go ahead and select Gemma, and it has their two very best models. So these are the 26B and the 31B models, and it says Google DeepMind's flagship open weight dense model, purpose for maximum quality in data center environments. So these are their very best, most powerful models, and I have selected it. And these models that are the very best, they're not designed to be on your machine, but they are the same model, but just with more parameters. Alright, now that I have the model selected, I'm going to give it some prompts. So here is one prompt that I would like to ask it. Explain what an AI agent is like I'm a beginner. Then explain it again like I'm a software developer. And I'm going to go ahead and hit run and see how this model answers that question. Since it's the top of the line model, it should be very intelligent and smart. And this is if you're probably a company who can afford data centers and is able to host this model from there. But don't worry, later I'm going to show you guys the local on your own machine smaller model. But here's its answer, it looks like here, and I'm going to take a quick look at this answer. It says for the beginner, think of this as a personal assistant. Imagine the difference between a book and a personal assistant. A standard AI, like a basic chatbot, is a very smart book. You can ask it questions and it can give you information, write a poem, or summarize a text, but it doesn't do anything in the real world. If you ask a chatbot to plan a trip to Italy, it will give you a great list of hotels and sites, but then it stops. You still have to do all the work. An AI agent is like the personal assistant. An AI agent doesn't just give you information, it takes action to achieve a goal. If you tell an AI agent, plan a trip to Italy and book everything within a $3,000 budget, the agent doesn't just give you the list, it would reason and act and adjust. So, that's pretty good. Learning from this answer, we learned that AI agents aren't just simply a chatbot that replies to you, they are something that can actually take action in the real world. And so here's probably the more technical one I'll briefly go over. From a technical perspective, an agent is a system where a large language model serves as the central reasoning engine, the brain wrapped in a control loop that allows it to interact with external environments. While a standard LLM implementation is stateless function, an agent is an autonomous loop. The architecture generally consists of four key components: the planning, which is the reasoning loop, and the memory, short-term memory, long-term memory, and the tool use. And then it has a feedback loop. And summary for the dev: an AI agent is essentially an LLM acting as a router and controller for a set of functions. It transforms the LLM from a passive text generator into an active orchestrator that manages states, invokes APIs, iterates until a termination condition. The goal is met. That's interesting. When I was studying computer science in college, of course, we didn't quite have the AI agents yet, but it's interesting to see a computer sciencey explanation of what exactly is going on with a AI agent, which is very frontier technology in these days. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and ask it its next question. And the next question I'm going to ask is, give me exactly 5 bullet points explaining the pros and cons of running a small AI model locally. Keep each bullet point under 12 words. Alright, let's go ahead and run that and see what it comes up with. And it's a thinking and reasoning. And so it looks like here it has the seconds, how long it takes. It took about 12.8 seconds to think that up. And so the points it came up with is: data stays private and never leaves your local machine. No recurring API costs or subscription fees. It works offline without keeping an internet connection. Requires significant hardware power such as a strong GPU, generally less capable than massive cloud-based models. Okay, and it also asks keep the bullets under 12 words. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And yeah, it was able to be short and concise and to the point, and to help us see the advantages of an offline model, which we will test shortly. Alright, so the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to give it a picture of a code snippet here, and on the screen is the picture of the code snippet, and there is something wrong with this code snippet. Well, if you look closely, you can see that it actually minuses instead of adds like it's supposed to. And let's see if this will catch the mistake. And I'm going to go ahead and send this code snippet to the AI model, and I'm going to ask it in simple terms, what is wrong with this JavaScript code? Then I'm going to go ahead and submit that and see, what it comes up with here. So it does spot it spot on. In simple terms, the function is named add numbers, but it actually subtracts the numbers. It uses a minus sign instead of a plus sign. So instead of getting 5, the code you will give you is -1. Alright, so that's good. So, it can first of all recognize the image, and it can also, secondly, recognize the error in that image. And so that is good. And I'm sure you can probably give it much more complicated code mistakes, and it will be able to detect that also. But this model can probably pretty much answer most questions that you can throw at it. And again, it's a version of Gemma that's we're testing from the site. Now I'm going to go ahead and move on to how we can test Gemma on your own machine. So one of the easiest ways to test it on your own machine is to download a program called Ollama, and it's at ollama.com/download, and then you would download Ollama for the machine you want to download Gemma on, which I have a MacBook, and so my version would be Mac OS, and then you go ahead and hit the download button and go through the installation. And then I actually already did that, so I'm going to go ahead and skip to opening Ollama on my computer. Alright, as you can see, this is Ollama on my screen here, and so we want to be able to download the actual model to our computer. So here is where we can select the different models, and so I'm going to scroll down, and once we get to these arrows, that means that it will download to our local machine. These clouds means you'll of course talk to models from the cloud, from the internet. And so I scroll down until I find Gemma 4, which remember what we just got done testing is the Gemma 431B, which is the most powerful one, which you probably need a data center for, but for our purposes you can do Gemma the 4B or 2B for your personal laptop. So I'm gonna go ahead and let's try out the 4B. And the E is, I hear that it makes it more efficient, and Gemma has been developed as a open model for a little while now, and they have considered that and designed this to run on local machines. and they want to make it as efficient as possible. So the E makes it more efficient on local machines. All right, so let me go ahead and initiate the download for that. And so it should be downloading. I'm going to show you guys something else really quick too. So as you can see, once you start the download in your user interface, it doesn't give any indication on what the progress is with the download. Well, in order to do that, you'll need to search for your terminal, and well, in this case it's my terminal, which is the place where I can type in command prompts. And so once you open your terminal in your computer, then you're going to type in a command that I'm going to show you here. So I have my terminal window here, and the command I type in is O llama pool, and then I'm going to do the Gemma 4, and then I'm going to do the E4B, just as it says right there. So a llama pool Gemma 4 E4B, and then enter. And then now it's going to actually show the progress of the download. And I'm going to go ahead and wait for that to download, and I'll be right back when that is complete. Alright, download complete. As you can see, it roughly takes about 9.6 GB of space. And alright, so I'm gonna go ahead and test this model out on my local machine. I actually completed downloading the 2B version, and I wanted to run that because that one is faster on my computer. And I'm going to go ahead and ask it a few prompts, and let's see what it comes up with. Alright, here's a prompt I want to ask it. Let's see that it can answer the correct answer. A farmer has 17 sheep, all but 9 run away. How many are left? Well, 9. And let's see if it thinks this through without rushing. And let's see if it can get the correct answer. So let me go ahead and run that. Alright, it actually answered the question correctly, and it was not tricked right there, which is good. Okay, so I have another prompt for it. Let me try this one. This one is write a YouTube intro hook for a video called How to Build an AI Voice Assistant with Codex. Make it short, exciting, and beginner friendly. And let's see what kind of hook it actually comes up with. just a quick note that it goes through a thinking process, which it actually shows what it is thinking, which I like the transparency and seeing how it thinks. And it does take a bit of while to think it through, but you can see that it is making progress and going through it carefully through the prompt and answering me carefully. And it took 72 seconds to think about that, but however, now it's answering me with some options. And I didn't pause the video during that because I wanted you guys to witness the thinking process and about how long it takes on a laptop. So, alright, I'm going to see what it says. It's continuing to give me some options. So it says high energy direct. Stop dreaming about AI, start building it. Want to treat your very own AI? Want to create your own AI voice assistant? Today we're diving into Codex and showing you exactly how to code a functional assistant. That's pretty good. Now it's coming out with more options. Think building an AI is impossible? Think again. If you are a beginner, you can absolutely build an intelligent voice assistant using Codex. Stick with me and I'll show you the simple step-by-step way. And this one's, if you could build a fully functional AI voice assistant in just one afternoon, it sounds like science fiction, but it is totally possible. I really like these hooks are actually good for this kind of model that has 2B parameters, and it efficiently did the job and it passed the use case. And so far I'm pretty impressed with this model. I'm going to come back with this same prompt and I want to see if it does as well as the 31B, and that prompt is, give me exactly 5 bullet points explaining the pros and cons of running a small AI model locally. Keep each bullet under 12 words. Alright, I'll be back once it is done generating the response. Okay, so it has come up with the bullet points. A pro: maximum data privacy and security. No ongoing internet or API costs. Requires powerful local hardware, which is a con, and performance may be slower than the cloud. The full control over the model and setup. Alright, that actually efficiently answers the question, and it did do it in under the specified amount of words, which is also good. So it actually listened to what I specified there. Alright, lastly, I'm going to ask it to craft a prompt for an image generation AI that describes a scene containing a coffee cup in great detail. And essentially I wanted to make a prompt that describes a scene, something that you can put into a image generation AI to create an image of a coffee cup. And I'm going to go ahead and paste that there and see what it comes up with. Alright, so it has finished thinking and has come up with the options, or it is writing the options as we speak, such as number 1, a photorealistic and cozy, which it recommends, a close-up, hyper-detailed photograph of a steaming ceramic coffee cup sitting on a rustic dark wooden table, soft morning sunlight streams in from a nearby window, creating warm shadows and highlighting the delicate wisps of steam rising from the rich, dark espresso. Shallow depth of field, cinematic lighting, ultra realistic details. Alright, actually, that passes for me, and I'm actually quite impressed with this model. It's honestly the most advanced local model I've ever seen to run on a local laptop, and it's pretty nice. Alright, well, that's what I wanted to show you guys today is Gemma 4. We tested it on the website and we tested it on my local machine. My local machine was running the Gemma 2B and the website was running the Gemma 31B. And, well, go ahead and try it out for yourself and let me know what you come up with Gemma, what you like about it, what you dislike about it. Go ahead and comment that below. Alright, subscribe to the channel and like this video. And as always, this is Jay Techie. Have a great day. Peace.